Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video. I am Hype the Commentator and thank you all for joining me today as we continue the road to WrestleMania. We're taking a look at the greatest hits of WrestleMania, and today we are taking a look back at WrestleMania 23 with a World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It's Batista looking to end the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania and retain his World Heavyweight Championship. All right, let's not wait any longer. Let's get right into it. It's the dead man, the Undertaker, versus the animal Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Undertaker, 6'10", 305-pound challenger. Batista with a spear taking down the Undertaker right away. Look at this. Now Batista just unloading on the Undertaker in the corner. Batista realizes Undertaker's undefeated at WrestleMania, and he's not going to waste any time attacking the dead man, but the dead man turns things around, now unloading strikes on Batista. The champion back up to his feet. The champion sends the Undertaker in the corner, now driving his shoulder into the midsection of the Undertaker. Boom! What a clubbing blow from Batista to the Undertaker. And the energy of the fans here at WrestleMania 23, absolutely unmatched. Batista with a clothesline of the Undertaker, sending him over the top to the outside onto the floor, but the Undertaker landed on his feet. The Undertaker pulling Batista to the outside of the ring, went for a clubbing blow, but Batista blocked it with a right. Now Batista in control. Batista driving the Undertaker head first as it bounced off that ring barricade. Remember, let's not forget it was Batista and The Undertaker taking on Shawn Michaels and John Cena at No Way Out. And in the end, it would be Batista who would spine bust to The Undertaker after Batista and Undertaker were seemingly about to win. Oh, did you see the impact of The Undertaker's knee colliding with those steel steps? Oh my. And now Batista rolls back in the ring as referee Charles Robinson tells Batista, you got to stay in the ring. The Undertaker trying to pull himself back up. Let's take a look at this. Let's get this replay. Boom! The Undertaker's knee just bounced up and just jumped over. And now Batista picks the Undertaker up, sends him back into the ring. And Batista walks up the steps. He's heading up to the top. We don't see Batista head to the top too often. Here comes a shoulder tackle. Like a battering ram. 1, 2. The Undertaker gets the shoulder up at 2. This is not just a world championship match. The Undertaker's streak is on the line. And a clubbing blow to the Undertaker. But the Undertaker catches Batista with a big boot. But Batista comes back with a clothesline, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and the Undertaker kicks out at 2. So close. In the early goings, Batista seemingly in control for the time being. And The Undertaker, one of the greatest champions in the business, The Undertaker's been doing this for so long. The Undertaker's been at the top. Debuting back at Survivor Series 1990. Now The Undertaker here against Batista. WrestleMania 23 with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And The Undertaker gets taken down by a power slam from Batista. Batista with a slap to The Undertaker. Just sheer disrespect. Boot. Went for a boot to The Undertaker, was on his knees. The Undertaker blocked, and now with his clubbing blows to the midsection. Undertaker, one of the greatest strikers in WWE, if not the greatest striker. Undertaker with a clubbing blow to the face of Batista. These two trading blows in the center of the ring. Who wants this more? Who's going to be able to take more punishment? That's what this match seemingly is going to come down to. Who is able to take more punishment? These two are huge athletes. The size of both these men are unmatched in this industry. In WWE, Undertaker 6'10", 305. Undertaker going after Batista in the corner. Batista gets picked up by the Undertaker. Snake eyes. Batista face first that top turnbuckle. Big boot. Batista gets taken down off his feet. And the Undertaker finally in control, and a leg drop to Batista in the center of the ring. Batista's dazed. Undertaker goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Batista kicks at it too. Let's take a look at this replay. Let's take a look at this big boot. Bam. Nailed Batista right in the jaw. And Batista trying to get back up to his feet. But the Undertaker all ready to take Batista for a little bit of old school. Here we go. Undertaker on that top rope. And now we're going old school right to the back of Batista with that clubbing blow. And Undertaker is taking control of this thing. Undertaker's measuring up Batista for a chokeslam. This could be over. We could have a new world champion. And Batista is in deep trouble. And the Undertaker picks up Batista, but Batista trying to block it the best he can. Look at the strength of Batista. Have you ever seen anything like this? Batista blocking the chokeslam. Literally pulling off the grip of the chokeslam. That's incredible strength from the animal. And now Batista went for a close. Undertaker ducked. Boom! Just jumped on Batista. Look at all that weight crashed down on Batista. The Undertaker full speed ahead. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Batista able to kick out of 2. Got a little bit more force in that. Undertaker didn't hook the legs. So Batista was able to jump out of that with a little bit more force. Boom, what a right to Batista. And a second right. Stumbled Batista. And a third one. Batista with that on that third right gets sent to the outside onto the floor. And the Undertaker in control. Undertaker's dishing out. Batista's bringing it too. Undertaker coming back. Batista had an early good showing in this contest. But now Undertaker's on the attack as he drives Batista face first into those steel steps. And Batista now on the ring apron. And Batista is not where he wants to be. He's on the ring apron. Boom! What an elbow to the neck, to the chest of Batista. And now the Undertaker, a boot to the side of the head. And the Undertaker getting back up on the ring apron. Undertaker's streak is on the line. Undertaker's on the ring apron. And we've seen this before. We know what comes next. And that leg drop right on the ring apron of Batista just falls on the floor. Absolutely devastating. 305 pounds of the Undertaker crashing down on the chest of the Animal Batista. The Animal Batista, not a small guy, so he was able to absorb some of that impact, but definitely took a lot out. Let's take a look at this replay. Boom, the way Batista just fell to the ground. Batista already back up to his feet. As I mentioned, Batista, considering his frame, he's able to absorb some of that impact. But the Undertaker dives over the top and takes Batista to the outside on the floor. It's not every day we see a 6'10", 305-pound Undertaker fly over the top and take his opponent on the outside on the floor. And just like that, the Undertaker has taken Batista out. Oh my, the mood has changed in the building. They can't believe what they just saw. The sheer athleticism of the dead man as he continues his control. Let's take a look at this again in slow motion. Look at this. The jump that Undertaker was able to get when he just flew at the Undertaker over the top on the floor. Flying. You ever seen a dead man fly? Well, you just did. Undertaker with a knee to the midsection and now sending Batista face first into the ring barricade. And suddenly the challenger has been in control. And Batista, boom, gets caught with a right. Batista's going to have to find his way back in this if he wants to retain his championship. And the Undertaker rolls back in the ring. Rolls back out. For Batista, this isn't just about retaining his world championship. The stakes are even higher. This is about defeating a man with a huge legacy, being the Undertaker. Oh my, but the Undertaker gets sent into the timekeeper's area. By the announce desk. And just like that, Undertaker crashing and burning, Batista taking control. And the Phenom on the outside, Batista rolls back in the ring and rolls back out, wanting to break that count. Not the way he wanted this match to end. He may be the champion, but he didn't want the match to end the way it could have. Now Batista stomping on the Undertaker on the outside of the ring. Was holding on to our announce desk for extra leverage. Now unloading these heavy rights onto the Undertaker on the outside. Undertaker's out. And now Batista rolls back in the ring. And now rolls back out, breaking the count. As he wants to continue the punishment. Now, oh my. Now, pulling out the monitors out of our announce desk, clearing our announce desk. Can Batista stop the streak? He's looking to make all the stops. To the dead man, the Undertaker face first, and to the announce desk. Clearing off the other announce desk. And now Batista gets on top. Batista with his clubbing blows again, trying to wear down the Undertaker the best he can before he heads up on top of this announce desk. And now Batista's up on the announce desk. They say, whatever this is, it ain't gonna be pretty. Oh my. What's Batista thinking? The Animal Batista has the Undertaker up on his shoulders. Oh my! A power slam through the announce table. Undertaker's down. What a power slam through the announce desk. What a power slam. And the Undertaker is down and out. Batista rolls back in the ring. And the Undertaker is down. We may see the streak end tonight. After that, I don't know if the Undertaker's going to even be able to get up after that. The 300-pound challenger was taken out by the Animal. But that just shows how strong Batista is. His muscles aren't just for show. He truly is that strong. And now Batista sending the Undertaker back into the ring. Undertaker, all these great WrestleMania moments. And this could end right here, right now, too. Oh! The Undertaker able to kick out at 2. Batista expressing a little bit of frustration. When the stakes are high, you don't want to let your frustration get out too much. Now Batista just throwing these heavy lefts and rights, just throwing them. 1, 2. Batista goes for that cover. And the Undertaker kicking out once more. Batista, you got to stay on the ball. You can't let your frustration get the best of you. And Batista, now he's getting fired up. And Batista, looking for that Batista bomb. Could be coming right up, but don't waste too much time. But the Undertaker reversed it, sending Batista into the corner. And the dead man, finding himself in control once more. Finding himself with a little bit of room. Elbows to Batista in the corner. Trying to dig down deep. Trying to pull through. Give it everything he's got. And Batista with a belly-to-belly slam to the dead man. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, the streak is not over just yet. Undertaker kicking out at 2. Batista can't believe it. He thought that was it. Batista stopping all the momentum Undertaker was starting to build. Undertaker thought he had this momentum, but in the end, Batista stopped all of it. Now Batista stomping away on the Undertaker in the corner. This will definitely wear out the challenger. Now the referee trying to hold back Batista because it's a rope break. And now the Animal unloading in the corner on the Undertaker. And now Batista heading all the way up, it seemed for a second. Now these clubbing blows. And the Animal is in control, just continuing this attack. The Undertaker. Oh, the Undertaker has Batista. Batista's up. 1. Last ride. Enjoy your last ride, Batista, because it's all over. This is it. 1, 2. Oh, but Batista kicked out. Batista kicked out at 2. It's not the last ride for Batista. He's still got a bit left. Kicking out of the last ride from the Undertaker. What a desperation move from the challenger. But the champion able to kick out, realizing how much his championship was at stake in that situation. In that very moment, Batista could feel his championship slipping. And now the Undertaker is continuing the attack. Batista reversing that Irish whip. And now Batista takes out the Undertaker with a spine buster. And now the champion is fired up. The champion is on fire, looking for that Batista bomb. Batista with a clubbing blow to the Undertaker, trying to wear out the challenger. And a clothesline, but the Undertaker ducks. The guy has the right hand and goes for a ride with that choke slam. What goes up must come down. The Undertaker takes down Batista. 1, 2. Oh, but Batista kicks out at 2. Two great warriors giving it everything they've got, going back and forth with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. The Undertaker is signaling this one's over. It could be over right here, right now. The Undertaker will become new World Heavyweight Champion. This connects, but Batista breaks out of it, lands on his feet. Spear to the Undertaker. That's exactly what Batista needed. And now Batista not wasting any time as he gets Undertaker set for the Batista bomb. And here we go. The streak is about to be over. The Batista bomb connects. The streak is over. 1, 2. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The Undertaker kicked out of the Batista bomb. Batista cannot believe it. Referee Charles Robinson tell Batista, hey, that was 2. Batista in sheer disbelief. Has anybody ever kicked out of the Batista bomb? I can't believe what we just saw. But Batista looking for a second one to end things right here, right now. But Undertaker with a back body drop to Batista, turns things around, buys himself some time. Undertaker now has a moment to recover. Looking for a chokeslam. Batista ducked. Boot to the midsection of the Undertaker. Picking the Undertaker up on his shoulders. And now look at this. Batista gets set in the corner by the Undertaker. And now off the turnbuckle, the Undertaker has Batista right where he wants him as he looks for a tombstone pile driver. And it connects. Tombstone pile driver. It's all over. 1, 2, 3. And the Undertaker's undefeated WrestleMania streak continues. And is the new World Heavyweight Champion. After everything these two warriors have gone through, Undertaker pulling out a tombstone in the end for the 1, 2, 3, and the dead man is now 15-0 on the grandest stage of them all, the Showcase of Immortals, WrestleMania, and is also the new World Heavyweight Champion. And Batista thought he was going to end the streak tonight. A lot of people, had some doubts. But in the end, The Undertaker, a future WWE Hall of Famer, pulled out the stops in front of 80,000 fans. And The Undertaker will leave WrestleMania 23 at 15-0 and new World Heavyweight Champion. All right, everyone, and that was The Undertaker versus Batista at WrestleMania 23 with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. In the end, it would be a tombstone pile driver from The Undertaker to Batista to go 15-0 at WrestleMania and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to today's video. Don't forget, follow me on all my socials at Hype the Commentator on Instagram, on Twitch, on TikTok, right here on YouTube, and Hype Commentator on X. Thank you all for tuning into today's video and for all the love and support, and I will see you all in the next one.